This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So in 1987, I was 17 years old and I was working in a movie theater. And the movie theater got the first Hellraiser film. And I must have watched this movie 20 to 25 times. Because, you know, we had it there every single day. And that was the coolest thing about working in a movie theater, is that you got to watch movies all the time for free, as much as you wanted. And I remember being 17 and watching this and having my mind blown. Such an iconic, scary, frightening character of Pinhead. Doug Bradley did an amazing job as Pinhead. I've met him a few times. He's a nice guy. Just his whole look of looking like a living acupuncture chart. Like a Chinese acupuncture chart has come to life, mixed with bondage gear, sadomasochistic sex kink. There was nothing like it. Yeah, there had never been anything like this movie. The special effects look great. This movie still holds up. It's still a lot of fun, lots of imagination. Yeah, when people ask me, you know, people have asked me if I liked that remake they did, that reimagining. And I tell them no, I thought it sucked, and they want to know why, and I tell them, well, it's because they took out all the sexuality. They took out all the bondage, they took out all the perversion, they took out all the deviant behavior. Like, that's a giant aspect of what made Hellraiser so great. You felt sort of dirty when you were watching Hellraiser. And if you guys saw it when I originally saw it, you know what I'm talking about. You almost felt like you were watching something you shouldn't be watching, you know? It was deviant styled, behavior. It was a giant mix of perversion and sexuality, and there had never been any bad guys, walking around in bondage gear with crazy body modifications and piercings and just living for the thrill of pain and pleasure intertwined. There had never been anything like that. And the new version, the Cenobites look way too clean. None of them are walking around looking like they walked out of a fetish festival. They all look too clean and too pretty, and almost sort of not really biomechanical, not like Giger biomechanical, but like robots or something. I don't know. I hated the look of them, and they were way too clean. The original Hellraiser is just full of pain and blood and leather, and you feel almost like you're being naughty for watching it, And all of that sort of kink was taken out of the remake. And I think all of that is necessary for Hellraiser to be Hellraiser. That's what makes it what it is. So today I wanted to show you guys my Pinhead from Neca, the 1/4 scaled Pinhead. This is a gorgeous action figure, and I still have the box to this one. I went to put batteries in him to show you guys, you know, that he talks, but I don't have the right sized batteries. I thought it took double A's. It takes the littler ones. It takes like AAA batteries, and I don't have any of those right now. So we can pretend, you know, you would hit the button and he'd, you know, we'll tear your soul apart. That's basically it. What a gorgeous figure. Look at that. Yeah, like a human acupuncture chart come to life. These Cenobites are truly frightening, but at the same time, you can't take your eyes off of them. They're disgusting, but in a beautiful way, kind of like Giger's Alien, where it's like you don't want to look at them, but you can't help but look at them. And there's beauty in their ugliness. He's got a piercing right there in his stomach that holds up all these torture tools. He comes with the lament configuration, the little puzzle box that opens up the barrier from our world and hell. Angels to some, demons to others. But yeah, I must have seen this movie, I'm not joking, at least 20 to 25 times at the theater. And then you would see bits of it all day long, because you would go inside the movie theaters to clean the movie theaters, and you would catch the beginning, or you would catch the end, or, you know, you would go in the theater during the middle of the movie. So, you know, who knows how many times I've seen it all together, but lots. Let's just say lots. These monsters don't feel safe, if you know what I mean. There's a violent streak to them. That's what makes them terrifying. Not only are they going to chain you upside down and rape you, but then they're going to mutilate you and cut you up and turn you into some crazy meat puppet. And the new one just, it was a pale imitation. And I think it's one of those things that's soon forgotten after it's watched. Whereas this movie came out in 1987 and people still talk about it. We're talking about it right now. This beautiful action figure came out in 2003. Holy shit. Pinhead is vintage. That's crazy. This toy is 20 years old. Oh my God. I knew he was a little bit older, but I didn't think it was 20 years older. God damn. Here's his box. Fuck, 20 years old. I can't get over that. That's crazy. If you guys want to pause this, you can read all about the High Priest of Hell. I'm going to do a video of these little Cenobite figures. You know, the 6-inch line of figures that Neca put out. and I'm going to do a video of the Tortured Souls action figures that McFarlane put out, which was just a clever way of Todd McFarlane and Clive Barker to make new Cenobites without having the Hellraiser license. Todd McFarlane wanted to make Hellraiser action figures, but the rights were all tied up, and so he and Clive Barker got together and said, well, fuck it, let's just make some new characters. And they came up with that line called Tortured Souls. But if you look at them, they are Cenobites. They are, you know, deviant, depraved, sexual rape monsters in black leather with half their faces being yanked back with fish hooks. They look exactly like these guys. So I will do a video of the Tortured Souls and the 6-inch Neca Cenobites. But today I wanted to show you the two bigger sized action figures that I have. So there, let's see. This is the gorgeous Pinhead. There's a little detail that you don't really see on camera a lot. The back of his head is being pulled back by hooks also. You pull this down and the back of his scalp is being stapled down. And the other larger sized figure I have is my second favorite Cenobite, the Chatterer. Boy, this guy was a mess. Literally, his face is being pulled back by fish hooks. These giant hooks in his skin that are yanking his flesh back. Muscle tissue underneath. Hooks holding open the wound. That would make a cool band name, huh? Holding Open the Wound. So I did have the right sized batteries to put in this guy, and I put them in, and I'm hoping it's a case of the batteries are just dead, because he wouldn't chatter. His mouth is supposed to, you know, chatter like it does in the movies, and it wouldn't work. So either the 20 years has just caught up with him and the toy doesn't work, or what I'm hoping is that the batteries are just dead. So I'm going to buy some new batteries, and if he works, I'll make another video to show you guys him working. But yeah, he's supposed to live up to his name. He's supposed to chatter. Those nurses in Silent Hill, I thought they sort of took their look for their faces from the Chatterer. How his face is just one big knotted up ball of scar tissue. Like he doesn't have eyes or a nose because it's all like been removed. It's all just like one big knotted up scar. And those bubble-headed nurses in Silent Hill sort of remind me of that, but could just be a coincidence. He's got these nasty hooks. I think I put the blood on them though. I don't think they came like that. And he's 18 inches tall also. Do you guys like Hellraiser? Did you see it when it first came out? How do you guys feel about that remake? Was it sort of a limp dick version of Hellraiser, you know, for you guys too, or was I alone in that? Because to me, it just felt like a watered down, you know, like they pulled the teeth from it. It was just a watered down version. The monsters did not seem scary. It didn't have the kinkiness to it. You can't take the kink out of Hellraiser. You can't take the deviant bondage, perversion, sexuality. You can't take that out. You can't homogenize it for mainstream America TV. It doesn't work. It's supposed to make you feel like, what the fuck? You know, it's supposed to be dirty and nasty. I just didn't care for the remake at all. This is my Hellraiser. This is what I think of when I think of Hellraiser. Awesome creatures from an incredible movie by a very talented author, Mr. Clive Barker. And I know he doesn't really like the cinematic version of Rawhead Rex, but I love that damn movie. That's just a giant monster on the loose movie, and when I was a teenager, I loved that film too. I think my three favorite, you know, Clive Barker things on film are the original Hellraiser, Nightbreed, and Rawhead Rex. I like all of them. And I know Nightbreed didn't turn out the way he wanted it to, and I know he hates the movie version of Rawhead Rex, but I like it. I think it's cool. We'll have to do a Rawhead Rex video also. Anyway, guys, hope you like taking a look at these 1/4 scaled Cenobites. 18 inches of pain. Let me know how you guys feel about the remake and the you know, maybe I'm alone in that. Maybe you guys liked the nicer, cleaner, safer version of the Cenobites. But anytime they take the teeth out of a thing, it just makes it less than. We've such sights to show you. But if you betray us, we'll tear your soul apart. All right, my friends. See ya.